I had a couple pickups whenever I went to SGC. It was mostly towards the end of it, whenever collectors were more willing to work on the prices and stuff like that. That's really when you want to get them. During, like, the first day is when they have the best stuff, but it's the most expensive. The second day, they don't have as much. The third day, they're willing to work on the prices because they don't want to take all that stuff back with them wherever they're going. They brought it there to sell it.
So I picked up a whole bunch of games at the gaming convention. I'm just going to go over a couple of my favorites. Picked up a bunch of Simpsons games. I got Simpsons Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror for Game Boy Color. Krusty Super Fun House for Super Nintendo. I remember playing this as a kid over at one of my friend's house because I wasn't allowed to have Simpsons games. So, you know, I'm not allowed to do it as a kid, so I'm going overboard as an adult.
Things that I got at SGC, so number one would be the Kenji Inafune signed copy of Mega Man 1. It was pretty awesome because we barely made cutoff in line for it. So, one, it was awesome to get it signed, and two, it was awesome that I made cutoff.
Alright, and then I also picked up some Nintendo games, Knight Rider, which was one of the good classics I used to play all the time growing up. Great, you know, car game, we get to shoot stuff. It was really cool. I enjoyed it, still do.
So my biggest gripe this year was that, well, with the vendors, was that they didn't have a whole lot of Sega stuff, you know, the kind of stuff that I'm willing to buy. I brought the money this year, but didn't have a whole lot to spend it on. I didn't walk out empty-handed though. I did manage to grab myself a copy of Lethal Enforcers 2. I actually haven't played this one, but I am a big fan of the first one, so I thought that was a pretty neat pickup.
Bart versus the Super Mutants. I actually got this one for $5. Pretty good deal. I've seen it for anywhere from like 15, 20 bucks, you know, at some retail stores. But that was a pretty good find. Bart meets Radioactive Man. Got this for 20 bucks in box. I peeled off some of the stickers, and they originally had it for 45. When I found it, it was marked down to 25, and they took 20. I was at the Game Bros table. Thanks for that. Thanks for dealing that.
So I
picked up the Japanese release of Super Mario Kart, which there's not very many differences from the original release, but there is actually in the celebration part of, I think, Princess Peach. The animation is a little bit different. So if you don't know about it, go check it out.
Yeah, it's fine. I got 2 complete in box Legend of Zelda games. I'm a very big Zelda collector, so I got these 2. The only problem with this one was the tabs are cut off, so it falls out all the time, and it's really annoying. But other than that, they're very minty, fresh. The boxes are in great condition, all that stuff. I forgot the collector I got it from, but he was willing to work with me on the price, and I actually brought some games to trade him.
My Little League Baseball game, I love so much because you hit if you keep, like, strike out or whatever, he gets pissed and, like, breaks his bat over his leg or whatever, or slams on the plate and storms off, and it was great. I remember playing that one growing up, and actually broke several Nintendo controllers because of this game, because I was so pissed off at it.
The next thing was my favorite episode of JonTron is the Nightshade episode, and so I had a box for Nightshade get signed, so that was fun.
I picked up a Super Metroid complete in box as well, which is another great game if you've ever played it. I've never played it. As bad as that sounds.
And then I didn't get this out of the convention, but I did get it before we left Dallas. It's a copy of Ranger X, and I love this game, so go get it.
I picked up this, which apparently is called a Cute-em-up, and the name is called, I think it's called Poppin' Twinbies. And a Cute-em-up is basically a shoot-em-up that is ridiculously cutesy, like children-oriented.
A couple other ones. I found Paperboy. I've been looking for this game for a while. Played that all the time as a kid. Remember having this over at my grandma's house and just playing it till the game wouldn't work anymore.
And then one that's kind of like a shout out, but I mean I also picked this up at Game Over when we were leaving SGC, just because I forgot that the magazine had come out. But I subscribe to Retro Magazine. It's a retro video game magazine that's been put out recently. It has great articles, and it's done by a lot of guys that I talk to on Facebook. So I mean, it's worth the money. It's only like $30 for a subscription, $30, $40, but it's definitely worth the things that are in it.
Perfect Dark, one of my favorite N64 games. Found that for $5. It's usually a lot more expensive. I was happy to find that.
And then yesterday I just realized that this was Ninja Turtles the first one, and not the arcade Ninja Turtles. and I have actually never played this one, and so I'm just kind of like, well, whatever, it's cool. It's a Ninja Turtles game. I'm gonna collect all the Turtles game anyway, so I might as well get it now. So I'm glad I got it, but again, I just realized it yesterday that this was not the arcade Ninja Turtles, so that's cool though.
I picked up a Super Mario All-Stars complete in box, and the box is pristine. It's actually really great. The game looks fantastic. Everything in it was awesome.
X-Men for the Genesis. I walk up to a table. I didn't have this game. I honestly, to be totally honest, didn't play this game as a kid. But I'd heard it was great. A lot of people loved it. This guy has it in his hand. He's looking at it. He's kind of looking at it, kind of eyeballing it. So I'm sitting here waiting, just kind of, just kind of standing there. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, just put it down. Just put it down. I don't know. Do I want that over there? He sets it down, and right as his hand lets go, I reach over. He's like, I'll take it for $10. I'll take it for $10. You need $10?
The other thing that I got was this awesome Game Boy Color. It's the Pokemon edition. I worked with this guy named Ryder on the price and traded some stuff and threw in some cash in there to get it. And it's also very minty fresh.
All right, one of my favorite finds. I've never seen one of these, out in the wild, is it were to say. But a Game Boy Micro. Really cool. I found this. Got it for $50 again on the Game Bros table. Thanks for the hookup. But it's a lot of fun. Plays Game Boy Advance games. Screen works really well. All the buttons seem, in really good condition. So I was happy to find that too.
This may not seem like a big pickup, the Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but I love this game. I don't know why, but it's like my addiction.
I want to give a big shout out to the Freaks and Geeks table. They're from Denton. They came down to the con. They had a ton of video games. I don't think I saw one there that wasn't reasonably priced. They'd work with you on the price. If you bought a big bundle of games, they'd cut you a deal. Had tons of games. I went back there 3 or 4 times, and I think bought a game every single time I went.
And then my big pickup was actually Chrono Trigger, complete in box. It has the maps, the poster, everything in it. So, and this, I got this with my Super Mario All-Stars. And I think I ended up paying like about $220, $225 for it, for both of them. So I got Chrono Trigger for $200 and Super Mario All-Stars for $25.